Welcome to the 5 Letters podcast, featuring myself, Yelz,
alongside Cam.
And yo, it's me, Bez.
Welcome to the 5 Letters podcast. This is episode 40. That's another 10 episodes down. We haven't missed, we do them every 2 weeks and we haven't missed a 2 weeks just yet. So I think we need a round of applause for our little consistency there, man. Round of applause. But yeah, obviously this is myself, Yelz, got Bez to the left of me and we got Cam to the right of me? Whoa, what's going on? Yeah, for those of you who have listened to our podcast before, obviously Cam usually sits across from me in our normal setup, but today is not quite a normal setup, is it?
Nope.
No. So we'll explain what's going on in a bit, but first, Bez, Cam, how are you lot doing?
I'm doing alright. I'm struggling a bit, but
we'll get
into that. I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. I'm getting there. It's like 9 o'clock and I'm just getting there now.
9 o'clock in the evening, just about coming back to life. Cam, how are you?
I mean, I'm good. Yeah. Can't complain about life right now. It's alright.
Okay. That I'm not sure I believe that, but that seemed a bit suspect.
No. I'm good. I'm definitely good. There's nothing wrong, yeah? Nothing wrong. Nothing to speak of. Honestly, me saying it, I'm hearing what I'm saying. It does sound weird. No, honestly, everything's normal. You know, it is. I just past 2 weeks I've been chilling and that's it, really.
Okay, good to hear. This is a safe space, though. Just so
if there's anything in the future that I need to tell you about, I will. Don't worry.
Yeah, cool. But
we're here for you, bro.
Obviously I've been alright as well. I've been good. This 2 weeks have been eventful to say the least, but I've been gooder as well. What we're doing today is we're recording in a new studio, new environment, and we may also even have some video footage for you. Ooh. But yeah, obviously, so follow us on the social networks at 5 Letters Podcast, and that's the letter 5 Letters Podcast. That's on Twitter.
It's number 5.
All right.
That was a messy one.
But if you saw the faces that these two just made, and fingers crossed you will see the faces that these two just made. Yeah, the number 5 at 5 Letters Podcast. Come and find us on the socials, come and find us on YouTube, and you'll be able to see the visuals there, hopefully. But yeah, so let's get into it, man. And your 2 weeks. Tell us what happened in your 2 weeks. Why are you just about okay, Bez? Talk to me.
I mean, 2 weeks. It's been quite a busy 2 weeks. Like went out in Watford, that sort of area, like not too long ago with Yelz.
Yeah.
Just check out the area. It was okay, I guess. Like it wasn't horrible. Then went and watched WrestleMania, the big one, biggest night of the year.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, I went and watched that in Shoreditch, which was fun. Yeah, it was a good night.
It was a good
night.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one a lot better than the second night, but we watched that at home and
You used to tell me you didn't enjoy Vince giving out clotheslines.
That was That was something. That was really something.
Them little kicks.
Knocking around. And getting stunned with the worst stun I've ever seen. And yeah, that was fun. And then last weekend, didn't do anything last weekend, I don't think. Did I? I feel like I did do something last weekend.
I don't know.
Maybe not. I'm not sure.
But this weekend,
so I went out yesterday, and yeah, had too many drinks and not enough sleep, and now I've just been really, really struggling till about. When was we on the train? 7?
About that, yeah.
Yeah. So around then, Yelz could tell you.
This guy couldn't keep his mouth closed. He was just yawning.
My eyes watering. I was yawning. I was just like, I need to sleep. When I close my eyes to try to sleep, and I just feel like the train is moving, and I can't like fix to a point, and then it just feels making me dizzy. So I'm just like, okay, I got with my eyes. I need to sleep though. So yeah, and even walking to the station, I was just like getting waves between up and down and up and down, up and down. I feel like I'm revitalized now. I'm better now.
Okay.
The walk.
Revitalization.
Yeah, the walk.
My boss comes like hydration. Who's that, Cam?
I don't know.
You're such a liar.
I don't know why you would ask me that. I wouldn't know.
Shout out to Novelist. How's your 2 weeks been then, Cam?
Same old, really.
Man's just hearing it.
Huh?
I said man's just hearing it.
Yeah. I guess the only new thing is nothing.
This guy's being so sus today. That's been so sus.
The only thing is, I can't tell you that.
No, honestly, there's nothing new, man. I've just been chilling, working. Yeah, that's it. The usual.
The huge. But yeah, my 2 weeks. My 2 weeks have been somewhat eventful, I guess you could say. Can't spill the beans and all of that just yet. Obviously, me and Cam actually released a track. We said about it in our last podcast. That would have been the track that you heard just playing at the beginning of the podcast. Yelz and Foebia. Track is entitled Duo. It's available on Spotify. It's available on Apple Music. It's available on TikTok. If you want to do a little dance to it, you can do it on TikTok. Give us a little dance. But yeah, no, definitely go check that one out. Obviously.
Can I do like the Peter Crouch, the robot? What's like the robot?
Anything, bro, you can do anything you like, bro. Anything you like. I think it's available on like Instagram as well. Like, so if you go, when you go to Instagram, you search music, you can do that as well.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I think it's available everywhere. So definitely go run that out, man. Go run that out. Get us to number 1 in the charts. We don't care about Drake, Adele, Ed Sheeran, like all these people. Nah. Yelz and Foebia. But obviously we dropped that. But for me, my 2 weeks have been pretty calm. I was out yesterday as well, but I wasn't drinking, so I got home earlier than Bez did, so I've had a good night's sleep. I feel very refreshed.
I literally regretting all that decision. I'm going to be like you now, never drinking again.
Like, what did I do to get here? There was
literally. This is me. It's free stream. This is me. How did I get here?
Yeah,
I'm taking the story.
But yeah, no, it's been a good 2 weeks. Obviously, the sun has been shining as well. That's definitely something to be happy about. The sun is shining.
Problems, man.
Problems.
Yeah, I hate it. The sun's shining, insects about, and I'm not about it.
Thank you.
All right, the insect. I'm not about the insect thing, but it's worth it.
I disagree.
You got to take insects.
As the sun's coming out and like the sun's staying up later, I'm just every time I look outside my window, I'm like, oh man, the sun's still out. Oh, man. Why is it so hot, man?
Bro, the brightness is good. When it gets dark so early, it's so depressing.
Nah, man, it actually makes me feel so. When it's like 7 o'clock and my curtains are still open, I feel uncomfortable. I'm like, why is it still bright? Why is it so bright still? It needs to be dark at like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Well, you just want to live in a cave, that's why.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't mind it.
I hear it. Vampire life is something. Nah. I do like that it gets darker later, but I'm not a fan of the heat. Like it's been too hot. It's not even hot. It is. It's hot. Give me like 16 degrees. That's perfect. I don't know 22.
22 is calm, so calm.
I'm usually cold when I'm sitting in my room, and I like that. Not like because I'm not uncomfortably cold, but when it's warm, I feel all clammy and like.
I don't want to be cold in my own like living space. That's impossible.
I enjoy being cold, and if I'm cold, then I can put a sweatshirt on or something.
We have thermostats.
Feel comfy.
So we have thermostats around our flat, and the past few days, the heating has been off, but the thermostat is showing like a 22, 23, 24. I'm like, I love that. We're not having to spend money on energy, but we're warm and cozy. No, that's what the sun is for. I love it.
My room was windows open on 26 today, and I've got it set to like 19 or something, and the room temperature was 26. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, I don't like this.
Yeah, man, sun's out, man. I love it, man.
And the fact that there's no breeze as well. I went outside. I was like, the sun is shining, and it's hot, but there's no.
Breeze,
man. There's no breeze.
There's been a little bit of a breeze.
Yeah, it's been kind of breezy.
But I think it's very hot though. Like when you're walking around and stuff, it just gets very warm, stuff like that.
I mean, I guess. I
feel like it was breezy. Like what month are we in? April.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in March, when it like first started to get bright, it was breezy then. But I feel like there's no breeze now.
It's still breezy. It's still like even today, like walking to the train station.
Yeah.
It was like it wasn't like a hurricane or anything like that, but it was still kind of breezy.
Maybe it's just we're in different ends, so you got that wind flowing and I ain't got none.
This is true. We do live in two different areas now. But yeah, let's get into some of the seriousness then. As we like to say, we're somehow a political podcast all of a sudden. That was not our intention, but it's what we've become.
Politics are a big thing at the moment. There's just so much crap going on.
Politics is life, and life is important. So yeah, absolutely.
But what was the first thing we talked about in the first episode?
Probably COVID.
Oh yeah, true.
So it was downhill from there. there was no coming back.
Oh yeah, it was COVID, the ick, and what was the last thing? Can't remember.
Ick and something. That's the name of the episode. You're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we have to talk about Boris and Rishi Sunak saying man one rave, bruv. Man one rave, bruv.
I hear it. You want to party? Although they told everyone else they can't party, but then
they said to everyone. The thing that I saw that was mad was the day before Boris had his party thing. He had tweeted out a letter that he wrote to like a 7-year-old girl. So she had written him a letter saying, I'm cancelling my birthday party because I want everyone to be okay and I think it's the right thing to do. And he wrote a response saying, like, you're doing the right thing, like you'll be able to have your birthday, once you beat COVID and just saying all of that. And then the very next day, man was like, yeah. Don't stop the party.
Like, it's so scumbaggy.
Just terrible behaviour, man.
You're a kid as well. Oh my god. That's back Jordan me. F them kids.
Yeah, so obviously for those who aren't from the UK or for those who have been, I guess, living under a rock, obviously the Prime Minister Boris Johnson and the Chancellor of the Exchequer Rishi Sunak have both been fined, I think £50 each for breaking the COVID restrictions. Both attended a gathering that the Metropolitan Police have determined to have been illegal or unlawful. I don't know what the correct verbiage is there. But so they've been fined as a result. Personally, I think they both should resign because I don't see how you can set the rules and then break the rules. I think just on a basic level, if you're the person that sets the rules, then you have to be the first one to be following them as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Like in anything, anything. Like if you're a boss at work and you want to tell your employees to do something, then you should be doing that. Bare minimum is you should also be doing it.
Yeah.
What do you lot think? Do you lot think it's okay?
So isn't that like a standard thing though, where like people the bosses who set rules, they don't really kind of stick to what they're saying, sort of thing?
Well, yeah.
Like in a lot of companies they do that.
It's hypocrisy.
Yeah, I think that their fine was ridiculous, £50 for one. Because the rule was a 10k fine. I mean, for them it's still nothing, but
and loads of people got the 10k fine.
Exactly. Like, so how come their one was only 50?
Like uni students who definitely don't have 10k in the bag got a 10k fine.
And then these men get £50 fines for doing the same thing. And
how do they justify £50?
I don't know. I don't know if it's been released or whatever, but yeah, I don't know how the £50 value was determined, but that's what the fine has been.
Wasn't there like multiple parties as well?
There's been at least 50 people fined, or at least 50 fines given out. Some people might have got multiple. I don't know. And that's just so far. They are saying that more fines are likely to be coming. Okay. So both Boris and Rishi may be fined again. So people are saying, if Boris gets fined again, then absolutely he should go. Like and I'm like, if he's been fined once, as far as I'm concerned,
it's done now. He's bad his fine. He's broken the rule.
Yeah, man. This man should be more than out. He should just leave. He should understand that he's done, man.
I mean, he should have been.
He's been done for time.
Exactly.
But what do you lot think about? Obviously, some people are saying, we're on the brink of war. Can't be changing our leader right now, even though there's literally an election going on in France right now. So they potentially could be changing their leader, and they're closer to Ukraine and Russia geographically.
Yeah,
and they're equally as quote unquote important as we are to the problem, even though neither UK or France are at war right now. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think it would be sticky if there had to be a leadership contest in the Conservative Party?
I feel like it'll be sticky anyway if like they burst it up, because you don't know who steps up, and that's the only thing that's gonna be sticky with it. Whereas when it's like, at least when it's an election, you can kind of choose who you want to be elected in.
Yeah.
Whereas if Boris sits down and Priti Patel steps in, we're equally screwed, sort of thing. She wouldn't probably. She might, but
I don't think she has that kind of support. But basically, what would happen is if Boris resigns, then it goes to a leadership contest in the Conservative Party where Conservative MPs basically vote for their leader.
Yeah.
Who that would turn out to be, don't know. A few months ago, you would have said Rishi Sunak, but obviously he's had his troubles with that, the tax stuff. And now he's been fined as well.
So he should be stepping down as well.
He's no better than Boris right now. Then you have Liz Truss as well. Mm-hmm. I don't think she's doing very well right now as well. She's the foreign secretary, I believe. So she's trying to be all, we're not stepping down against Russia, but I don't think anyone's buying what she's selling. What she's been selling. So I don't think there's a clear replacement for Boris.
Okay,
but they will find one.
Yeah, they'll find someone.
They will have the vote, and someone will win.
Yeah. I think regardless, he's as Cam said, he's been done. Like he should have stepped down a while ago. Yeah. I think regardless of what's happening in the world at the moment, obviously he keeps having these things that's keeping him, because it's like, we have COVID. He can't step down. He's dealing with COVID. Mm-hmm. The pandemic's now over. He's got World War III to deal with. He can't step down. Like, so what? Is he just going to be a forever now?
Yeah, because there's always going to be something.
There's always something. Yeah,
always going to be something. That's kind of how government works. You're always reacting to something.
You just need someone who can deal with that something, which is
someone you have confidence to deal with that something.
I still don't know how this guy got voted in. Just looking at him, like, where's the confidence come from in this guy? I don't understand.
I think it's his whole persona of just being that lovable idiot thing. Yeah. And I just think people were just like, he's just relatable.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's nothing like you. But okay, whatever. But yeah, obviously, so that's all going on. And then a few days ago, the idea was floated around before, but then a few days ago, it was actually signed. I think Priti Patel flew to Rwanda and signed this agreement with the Rwandan government, and it's official as far as it seems that this is something that's going to happen, is that the UK are now going to be sending asylum seekers that arrive to the UK. They're going to send them to Rwanda for processing.
For processing, as in they're going to, what does that mean? They're going to...
So, this is what's confusing. What they're saying is, or what has been reported, is that they'll be sent to the UK. They'll be sent to Rwanda for processing, and then if they have a quote unquote right to be in the UK, they can then come back.
Right.
But what seems more likely to be the case is that they're going to be sent to Rwanda for processing, and once they're processing, they'll just have to be settled in Rwanda. Which, to be fair, I don't really care which way that goes, because I don't think that's the core problem. I think the core problem is why they're going to Rwanda in the first place.
Why Rwanda of all places?
It's just where I agreed, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's partly the optics of it as well. Just the idea of
helping another country.
No, not even that. I think it's the idea of we're sending in people to a third world country.
Yeah.
I feel like what they're trying to show to certain people is that these illegal immigrants that come here on these boats across the English Channel from France or whatever, they're going to, in a sense, punish them by shipping them off to this back like African country, Rwanda. That's not my belief. I've been to Rwanda. I enjoyed my time there thoroughly. Lovely place actually. But I feel like to the ignorant person in some middle of the fuck village somewhere, they're like, we're shipping them off to fucking Timbuktu, like them ones. I think that's what they're kind of. I think that's the option that they're kind of go to, like that kind of person.
Okay, so it's not they're trying to they're trying to look good. They're just trying to they're trying to look good, but it's more.
And I think they're trying to. I think it's trying to show different things to different people. So I think your perspective, I think like maybe a younger, more like right wing kind of person from maybe a bigger city kind of thing might be come from that angle of like, we're giving money to Rwanda to do this thing for us. We're helping that country. You know, the immigrants are getting, or the asylum seekers are getting to somewhere that's safe. Rwanda's safe. So you've got that angle. And I think for the more kind of older, maybe more bigoted kind of people, it's we're sending them to this. Hell on
we don't
earth.
want them in. We're
just shipping them off anywhere. We'll do anywhere.
So
I think it's just different. I think that's kind of what happens with. I think they call it kind of like dog whistle politics, where you say one thing and it means different things to different people, and you're intentionally kind of vague so people can put their own interpretation on what it is. And I think that's kind of what's going on here. And I think it's just part of it I think is to distract from the party stuff we were just talking about, and the second part of it I think is just to get people just on their side, like people who are very aside, like immigrants and refugees. They're a big problem right now. People who are like of that persuasion, they're trying to get them on their side.
Okay.
I think that's what's going on. But what do you think, Cam? Do you think it's... I don't know. I know you said earlier that you hadn't really heard about it, but do you think, just logically, do you think that's a sensible thing to do?
I mean, no, yeah. So I hadn't really heard about it. I just heard on the news, not on the news, on the radio. The radio was on in the house, and I heard them talking about it, and I was like, what is going on? Why are people being sent to Rwanda? That sounds weird. Yeah.
Do you remember what anyone was saying on that?
No, I tried to ignore it. I just kept hearing Rwanda. I was like, why is this where did this come from? Why is this a thing?
Yeah.
Is it something that's happened before, or is it just like a new thing?
So Australia have done it with like, I think one of like the local islands, like, there's oceanic islands nearby. I think they've done it with that, and they've just sent it like people to, but okay, so the argument there is twofold. Supporters of this policy probably point to it and say, look, Australia's sorted out their immigrant problem, so to speak, which I guess they have. But then people will also point to the fact that a lot of like refugees and stuff ended up in like detention centers and stuff, and then ended up being abused like sexually and amongst other things and whatnot because of this policy as well. So and the problem with Rwanda being is that Rwanda does have or has had some issues with like human rights problems and stuff like that. So it's techie. It is definitely techie. And some people are saying this policy can never happen because it's gonna get challenged. Like there are charities and activist groups out there that are going to take the government to court over this policy. They're gonna say absolutely not. And it depends on whether it's actually legal under international law, whether this is a thing that can even happen.
Yeah,
we'll find out. But again, I think this is part of the whole distraction. I think it doesn't even matter if it actually goes through.
Something
I think
just bring up. What's talking.
And the thing is, and I think it serves the purpose regardless for the government, because like I say, it's the distraction. But also, like I was saying before about the dog whistle thing, even if they get taken to court and they lose and it turns out it's illegal or whatever, they tried.
Yeah.
So the people, they were like, no, but they're trying. Like, and then these bloody like charity groups and whatever, it just makes them hate that kind of people more. It doesn't make them say, oh, the government failed. It just makes them hate the people that challenge them, kind of thing. And it doesn't really matter. So
did it say about like obviously like the funding and stuff, all this, like who are they gonna fund Rwanda to take these people, or is like
so essentially this is why it's, to me, even taking like the moral aspect out of it or whatever, like that kind of stuff out of it, economically it doesn't make any sense to me. Because essentially they're paying for the people to get to Rwanda. So once like the asylum seekers get to the UK, they then put them on a flight to Rwanda, which they pay for. Then they're paying the Rwandan government to process like these people, and they're also building what they call processing centers or whatever in Rwanda, which again they're paying for. The Rwandan government's not paying for this. So essentially, the Rwandan government is providing essentially the space and the manpower, but that's it. Okay. Everything financially, everything is UK paying.
Okay.
And I think it's just really interesting because a lot of people say, we can't be taking all these asylum seekers because it's too expensive. All the time it's like, we're putting them up in these nice 5-star hotels, which is not really true.
No.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Putting them up in these 5-star hotels, it's very expensive. It's like £500 a night. But then like this thing is estimated that it's going to be about 10k per person to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sure we could like do things cheaper here.
Yeah.
Easily. But yeah.
Okay. Cause I think that's like literally all I saw about it. Like I saw, I think it was Gary Neville, because basically talking about the whole thing about sending people to Rwanda, and they were also saying about like obviously the UK, they had the Ukraine initiative, which they were like, have they even given everyone the money? Has anyone been able to take in the Ukrainian sort of thing? And then Gary Neville was saying how he applied for it and all this sort of thing, and hasn't been able to take in the Ukrainian either.
Yeah.
So it's just I saw that I saw some people talking about the funding of it all, like why can't they just use the money here rather than having to take them, spend it, ship them over there and all that sort of thing. Yeah, it just seems a bit messy.
Yeah, it definitely. It's one of them ones where like I woke up and I saw what was happening, and I was like, this country. You know, it's just like this country. Like, it's not surprising.
It's not.
But it's like...
It's still disgusting.
But it's still just like, oh, come on, man. Like, once you just have to just shake your head like, oh, Jesus. that was literally my reaction. Yeah, literally, good. Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, man. I was having a little discussion with Helen Femi from the Let's Get Lyrical podcast. Actually, go check them out, man. Go check out the Let's Get Lyrical podcast. They're a kind of like philosophy, politics podcast. A lot more serious than we are. Far more serious than we are. But we're funnier, innit? So it's fine. But yeah, obviously, Helen Femi's a friend of mine who runs the Let's Get Lyrical podcast. We were having a little chat on Twitter about this Rwandan thing, and she was basically saying I don't really see what the problem with Rwanda is, and I was like, I agree with that. Like, Rwanda's, like, if you're seeking asylum, like, Rwanda's as good a place as any on paper to start a new life kind of thing. But I was saying to her, I asked her, what do you think this is going to do to like the temperature in the UK in terms of like how people are going to view asylum seekers? Because, for example, they're saying they're only going to send like single men. So if you come as a single man, you're going to get sent to Rwanda. But if you come as a family, so a man, woman, a child, you can stay. Women can stay. Children can stay. Women and children can stay. It's just only if you're a man by yourself, then you get sent to Rwanda. So I was like, okay. So I was just thinking about it, like, so how long do we think it will take before like people start just shouting at like just asylum seekers, children, women, whatever? We need to send you to Rwanda. Get on the plane. I'm like, how long before that? What do you think about that? Do you think that
day one? I don't think I'm like within the first week that's happening. Like, literally from off the plane, they're going to be getting people saying that, like, oh, you meant to be going to Rwanda, blah, blah. Like, yeah, I don't think it'll take very long at all.
Why is it only men anyways? What's the reason for that?
Because I feel like there's this narrative that most asylum seekers are men that have just fucked off their family and just like that. There's this narrative that like, yeah, it's literally just men paying like people smugglers to get them into the UK, and like they leave their wife and child in wherever they're coming from, and they just come over here. And in their little, people always like, oh yeah, we see them dinghies and there's about 50 men, not a woman or child inside. It's just that narrative. So yeah, that's why. Yeah,
this is all, everything about this is, I don't know.
It's a bit iffy, isn't it?
It's a bit weird, yeah. It's all a bit weird to me.
I feel like you said, Yelz, I feel like it's it feels like more of a distraction that well, regardless of whether it goes ahead or not, they've tried. So it's not, so the people they're trying to target, they look good, regardless of whether it happens or not. So, yeah, I guess they don't have to really kind of think about it too much because they've got the idea in place, and whether it's going ahead or not, they don't really need to think about the.
And you know what could happen as well? They might have like a more moderate policy in the wings as well, because what governments sometimes do is they'll lead with like something outrageous, get the backlash, and then be like, fine, we won't do that. Here's this other plan that you would have been pissed off about, but now that it's a step back, it's like you're more willing to be accepted. Like if we had led with this plan, you would have been pissed. You would have been just as angry. But now because
we like this plan,
but we really want to do this plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like an extreme version, get you to reject that, and then say, all right, here's a calmer alternative. And then just because you've had come off the back of being so annoyed with this one, you're just kind of like.
Okay, well, they're compromising at least.
Yeah, they're at least they're giving like that's what some people say about the council tax that we pay at the moment, because I think there was Margaret Thatcher brought in the poll tax or whatever. Riots in the streets, people were like, hell the fuck no. I can't remember exactly what there was once upon a time where I could have told you the difference between poll tax and council tax. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a similar kind of concept. But people were like, hell no, we're not paying this blood clot poll tax. And then so they scrapped the poll tax, and then a little while later like, council tax, here you go. and obviously that didn't have as much outrage because it was like, okay, cool, it's not poll tax.
It's not a poll tax.
It's not the poll tax. I think the poll tax, so the poll tax was just extreme, and then they were like, all right, council tax. And like, boom.
They're such scumbags. Like it's probably just highlighting how scummy they are, like because. Yeah, they're just twisting things in just a narrative to shape.
And this is the thing: if we have money to send people to Rwanda, but everything is so expensive in the UK right now, we can't get the Chancellor. No one can do anything to give us a little breather.
Exactly, they're giving us £150.
Oh my god,
giving us £150 to which you can't refuse, and you have to pay back at some point.
To pay back, like literally every price of everything is up.
They force £150 and then say you have to pay it back.
Yeah.
What is this?
So it's on it's energy bill, right?
No, I think it's council tax.
Yeah. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, but it's to do with energy. So the point is because the energy prices are going up,
A relief.
It's a relief. So they're giving you a relief on council tax. So you pay less council tax, and then because you're paying more energy bills, you're just getting a bit more money, whatever. But it's the most awkward like situation possible. It's like, okay, if you pay by direct debit, they're going to take £150 less. But if you pay like by card or something, then you have to sign up to this, that, the other thing, whatever, and then you have to repay it like in the weirdest way. It's just confusing. And I'm like, it's not what we need, honestly.
And the thing is, the energy bills aren't going to come back down, and we're still gonna have to repay it. So it's gonna more than balance out, because now my council tax has gone up by, let's say, £10, or because that's now a monthly £10 more to pay £150.
And the thing is as well, they're doing the council tax thing, but national insurance is going up. VAT on food and hospitality, it's going up. So I'm like, okay, we're getting £150 back here, but we're spending £150 over here to the government anyway. So I'm just like, man,
finessing us.
You just, bruv, it's peak. Everything is going up. Price of petrol is going up.
It started going down again slightly, which is, but I think it's for how long? Because it was like approaching £2, and I was like, I'm walking.
It's still a lot higher than it was this last year.
Yeah, like by far. Like I remember during COVID times, it went down under £1, and I was like, wow, like
loving that.
Yeah. And I still think that's what the petrol crisis was. Them just trying to get rid of all that petrol they couldn't ship during COVID. And now it's obviously pretty much double what it was then, which is ridiculous. But I think there was, when Rishi Sunak had the whole thing in Sainsbury's. So around that, there was something around that point where I think they said they're bringing in a petrol relief or something similar to that. So it slightly came down by like a certain percentage, but it's then probably again going to shoot back up. Yeah,
I just think they're definitely not doing enough. I definitely think I just feel like there's just so much wrong with this policy. I'm like, it's one of them ones where it's like, you couldn't possibly believe this was a good idea. Like,
nah.
I was saying the only thing the only thing I understand that would be good from this is that it shows the people that support something like this. It shows them that they're tough on refugees.
Yeah.
And that's the only because nothing else would make sense to me.
Yeah. What about like thingy, Rishi Sunak's wife? She weren't paying her taxes, was she?
She was because she was registered to be in India.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So she was like, she was not registered to be domiciled here.
Yeah.
So she paid all her overseas taxes to India. Meanwhile, Rishi Sunak was paying taxes in America.
So none of them paying his taxes?
Did you not hear about it?
No.
My man stopped paying American taxes in like 2018, I think it was, something like that. And he's been an MP, he's been a minister, he's been all of this.
Yeah.
And yeah, he only recently stopped paying taxes to America and paying taxes here instead on overseas income. And it's like, excuse me, sir?
How did people get away with this?
This is the question. This is the $1 million question. I think Labour government, Jeremy Corbyn when he was campaigning, I think in 2017 or something, he was campaigning about closing these kind of loopholes. Mm-hmm. And obviously people did what they did with Corbyn. They're like, oh, he's a this and he's a that, and he's a the other thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Corbyn's my guy, man.
Corbyn's the guy.
Corbyn, like, in terms of politicians, like, he's one of the few that I was like, okay, cool. Like, this guy's actually seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
Yes. But boy, they said nah. They said nah.
He's too cool for these lot. Like
Clearly.
They prefer swaggy Boris over there.
Alright, cool. Elon Musk buying Twitter. What are we saying?
Yeah, do it.
Why?
Why not?
I thought he was just making his own social media, no?
I think he was going to.
Guy's a weirdo,
Yeah, that's what I think. He's a nut. That's why I would like him to just buy it. Because his Twitter's a mess already, so just make it even more messy.
He's going to make it so much worse. So much worse. If he buys it, so much worse. So yeah, he was talking about making his own social media because he's basically saying, oh, free speech. Twitter's censoring too much.
Yeah.
Because they kicked off Donald Trump, they kicked off a couple of other people. And then he bought like 9% of the company or something. And then he was going to get added to the board. And he was like, oh, I'm going to use my position on the board to push for free speech, blah, blah, blah. Then he backed away from that. Then he just put on a bid to buy the company outright. And I'm just like, that would just be terrible. Like, no, it wouldn't be terrible. I think it would just, Twitter would be Twitter regardless. But I think, like, Donald Trump would be back, which I think would be hilarious.
Bring him back. That week when Donald Trump comes back to Twitter would be amazing.
He'd just be walking back in like some kind of messiah. I'm like, I have arrived.
Literally.
But yeah, I think Trump will be back. But I think it would be funny. It wasn't be a bad thing because, well, it depends what you think. But I think he will put him back in the spotlight to potentially be a president of the United States again.
True, he's got 4 more years in it, or he can do 4 more years.
He can do 4 more years, and I think being off Twitter has kept his profile a bit low.
True.
I think if he comes back on Twitter again, his profile would just instantly be going again, which I think would be a bit of an interesting one.
Wasn't he going to do his own social media sort of thing as well? He was looking at it.
So he did.
He did.
And it flopped.
Oh, it flopped. Okay.
Yeah, I think no matter how popular you are, I don't think you can just create a social media site off of that, like, off your popularity. I think you need more than that.
Yeah.
Like, because like, even I'm trying to think of anyone that I'm like maybe a fan of. Like, if they, I'm like, no, I'm not joining. Like, I like Marcus Rashford for the stuff he was doing with feeding the kids and stuff. If he started a social network, so I'm not joining that.
No. For what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because it's not just about it being a social network. It's about like what it's gonna do for you, like what the actual point of using it. Because like obviously there's new social media stuff that come out, and you'll go on it if it has like a gimmick or something.
Yeah.
And then if it's good, it'll stick around. People will continue to use it.
Yeah.
But if you're just trying to make another Twitter and say, "Hey, look at me, I'm Elon Musk. I'm making Twitter, but it's my Twitter over here. Come join it." People already have Twitter. Why are they gonna go move over to this next thing?
And you have to get used to the new format, new all this, new that. And you're like, Twitter.
It's not worth it.
Donald Trump's thing was pretty much meant to be like Twitter, but obviously it was like, you can freedom of speech, blah, 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 blah. But like, I feel like Twitter's pretty freedom of speech already. Like the amount of like racism I see on there casually, and you report it, and it's like, this does not breach our terms of service. I was like, okay, fair enough. Like, all right. Like.
And then you mentioned COVID and this. Oh, this isn't factually correct. You gotta check this one. It's like, they can't do anything for racism. yeah. I don't know. Twitter is a weird one, but
it's definitely a weird one. So I feel like both sides of the coin, people are happy. So like the people who are like, oh, you should be able to just say whatever you want, whenever you want, blah blah blah, blah. They're not happy. But then I think people who are like, yo, we need to get this bullshit, like all these bullshit off the internet, whatever, they're not happy either, because it's not. So like I say, like, yeah, I think you're right. I think COVID related stuff, if you start saying stuff about the vaccine or whatever, like they will take that down, and they will like put stuff on your account saying like this information has not been factually backed and stuff like that. Like, yeah, boom, 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 boom. But then on the flip side, yeah, if you start being like, if you're like racist or
Marcus
like,
Rashford is this, he's
minor.
Cool.
Minor.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, literally. So it's just like, I think, yeah, and then if you respond to that, like a tweet like that was like racist or something, and you're like, kill yourself or something, then you'll be people. So it's like,
my God.
So it's like a weird one. It's like a weird one. Because all right, cool, I hear it. You shouldn't be telling people to kill themselves or whatever. But they should be saying this, that, the other thing. So I think it's just Twitter's in a position right now where no one's happy. But I think Elon would probably drag it more towards just say whatever you like. Yeah. And I think that just take us back to Wild Wild West, where.
But no one believes in say whatever you like, anyways. I feel like
they do on Twitter. Like, cause do you mean like people in general, or like?
I mean, like people in general. Yeah. I don't think. I mean, as much as people love to say whatever you like, no one wants that really.
I think that people, just because of the
anonymity.
Yeah, on Twitter, people just enjoy saying what they like. Whereas you wouldn't really. But because it's on Twitter and you can hide behind a blue tick, it's all a little just Twitter, a little bird, you can just say what you want, sort of thing. And I guess that's kind of. I don't think it will change much. That's what I feel like people do. As you said, people say what they like anyway on it.
I think it wouldn't change much. I think you're right about that. But I don't know. I just don't like the idea of Elon Musk owning Twitter. Like, I just think he's a big weirdo.
That's why I want him to own. He's a weirdo. He's a very weird guy. But I think he seems quite funny on Twitter. You know, just give him the reins. Give him a couple of years. You know,
absolutely not. Like,
then give it to Moise.
No. He's just a big weirdo. I don't know. He's got like this cult of a fan base as well. I'm just like, it's all weird, man.
People probably see him as like, because obviously he's Tesla and stuff, people see him like as
fucking Messiah.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my god.
Everything he does is saving the world.
Oh my god, it's so innovative. You sent a Tesla into space. All my days. Just so it's literally just so weird.
But yeah, it is weird. And his Neuralink thing was weird as well, which he was testing and stuff as well, which is very strange.
He's like the king celebrity billionaire right now, right? Really, because like obviously Bezos is not really as big of a celebrity.
Nah.
Like, and even like
Bill Gates isn't a celebrity.
Bill Gates isn't really a celebrity like that. And even like if you want to talk about like the entertainment celebrities that are billionaires, they're celebrities because they're entertainers, not because they're billionaires. He's the one that's an entertainer because he's a celebrity because he's a billionaire. Yeah. So like even like someone like Jay-Z, who is either a billionaire or he's up there.
I think he is a billionaire. I think so.
Yeah. So, but he's a celebrity because he's Jay-Z the rapper, not because he's Jay-Z the billionaire. Yeah. But Elon Musk, absolutely, it's just because he's wealthy.
Is it? But isn't it just because? Wouldn't it be because of
or his
what he does?
I think it's more to do with personality. I don't think it's the fact that he does Tesla. I think even if you saw Bezos and Musk, like so Musk was doing Amazon and Bezos was doing Tesla,
I think
Musk would still be the same.
Honestly, I think he would be even bigger than he is now probably if he had Amazon, because Amazon's
a bigger company.
Yeah, but obviously with Musk, he did PayPal as well, didn't he? Or he was on. Yeah, I think he started up PayPal or something, or one of those sort of things, and then sold it, and then did Tesla. That's where he made his first money from.
Interesting, but yeah, I think it's just because of his personality. I think he's just got that weirdo personality that all the weirdos I just gravitated to. I think that's literally it. And then obviously they see themselves in him, and it's like, oh, if he can become a billionaire, then I can too. And then just ran out for him like creepy bastards.
Oh my god! What was it?
Just sending him for all of the Musk clan.
Bro, I want all the smoke.
You have to add Elon Musk on this one.
Might have to. I saw he offered Putin out for a fight and something. Just a weirdo, man.
He did what?
He offered Putin out for a fight over this Ukraine stuff. He was like, he sent out a tweet. And I was like, all right, Putin, me versus you, we'll settle this. We'll settle this whole conflict. Like, winner gets whatever. Like, if you lose, you have to stop this thing in Ukraine. I'm like, what are you talking about, my guy?
I'm gonna go to his Twitter account.
He's trying to solve the world's problems.
Just see what kind of weird tweets he's said in the very recent.
The worst part is Putin would fold him in half, bro.
Putin's quite like, I saw he like fights, like he does boxing. I've seen like him in like pictures with like boxing gear and work. So I think he trains,
Like,
he's quite a regular trainer sort of thing. It's all
He might. Musk might have some secret enhancement tech that he pulls out.
do you know the other
That's
thing is
true,
people compare him to a lot. They compare him to Tony Stark.
Yeah.
They say he's the real life Tony Stark. He's real life Tony Stark. He's real life Tony Stark. I'm like, that's so moist.
He might have like an Iron Man suit or something on the
Probably
way.
does. He probably does. The worst part is he probably already has it. He's just probably waited to reveal it to the world.
Yeah.
Like I could fully see him being that guy. Like that's it, or at least a Batman suit or something. I said he's labbing.
I mean, yeah. But I would do that too. If I had the money, I would do it too.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would, but I feel like you wouldn't reveal it to the world. I feel like he's the type of guy that would proper reveal it to the world. Like, yeah. Like, you know, Iron Man's like, when he was doing, you know what happened with Ultron? That whole plan to like put a cloak around the world or whatever. I feel like Elon Musk is labbing that and he was so ready to introduce it to everyone and think, everyone's going to be so gassed about this. And I'm like, oh, man.
His time was all about him just buying Twitter, sort of trying to buy Twitter, he's putting it off and stuff like that. There's not really much going on.
Alright, fair enough. But yeah, if he buys Twitter, I don't think it would be that much of a change. I just think it would just be a bad idea. I just don't think they do already, but I don't think billionaires should be just owning just everything.
Yeah. And
I'm sure the owner of Twitter currently is probably already a billionaire, but he's not a mass level billionaire, so.
Didn't the owner change recently already? Like,
Jack,
yeah.
Jack, T just walked in the window, man like. But it was Jack, the Jack guy.
Yeah.
He was CEO and I think he stepped down.
Yeah, that was the CEO then. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get into another track. I think we're gonna play the Champion remix of It was Jorja Smith and who?
I don't know the name. Don't know how to pronounce it.
Let me just get it back up and I'll tell you. So yeah, it's DJ Champion. That's DJ Champion each and every time. Bad boy. Track is entitled Lavender and Red Roses is the Champion remix. Back. That was the DJ Champion remix of Lavender and Red Roses by Ibeyi and Jorja Smith. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're more or less just going to get straight into what we're watching this week. So who wants to go first?
I go first.
Go on.
What I've been watching? I've been watching Marvel movies still. I finished them now.
Yeah, which one was your favourite?
I still think it's probably I still really like Civil War.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
Like they definitely are like better than what I originally watched. So like with like Avengers, I didn't like it when I first watched it. Thors, I didn't really like them when I first watched them, but they were quite funny. They had moments and stuff about them, and they were a lot better than when I first watched. I think maybe because I had the knowledge of what was coming and sort of thing. And Ant-Man was actually really good as well. Like, I loved it.
Ant-Man was a surprise when I watched it because I remember going into it, I was like, I don't care about this. Like that was just the period of just watching any Marvel movie just because it was Marvel.
Yeah.
And those days are ended, by the way. But Ant-Man, like I was like, this was worthwhile. Coming out of it. Same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy, to be fair.
That was very good as well. Yeah. And then I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX still. Almost finished that. I don't like this season though, season 3. Like it's bugging me because of how they killed off like the main characters, sort of like Chaz, Cyrus, like them lot are just not.
They got sent to the stars, isn't it?
But even before that, like the way they kind of just been part of, like they're not really in duels. Yeah, now they got like Jesse. Yeah,
Jesse is the Don there.
I like Jesse. I like Axel.
Yeah.
I don't like the crocodile guy.
He's sick as well.
The Australian one.
Yeah, not really a fan of him. But I just don't like the way they just disregarded the main people. Because I
like 2 seasons of them now.
I like Chaz. I like Cyrus. I like these. Like Zane's got heart problems and shit. Like he can't even. Like 16, he's got heart problems.
Going through it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's an okay season, but I just don't like the way they got rid of the original characters and stuff like that.
Alright.
Damn.
And then I've been watching this new show on Netflix, The Ultimatum. Make or Break or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain the concept to Cam? Because I've been watching as well. In fact, I finished it.
You finished it, yeah.
I finished it. And I just feel like, so you remember when we were talking about Temptation Island on here, Cam?
Yeah.
So the reason why I watched it is because I thought it was like going to be similar vibes to that. And it kind of is, but it's different at the same time. So essentially you take a couple where one of them wants to get married or one of them wants to have a baby or something, and that one basically issues an ultimatum and says in 8 weeks you're either going to say yes or no to this marriage proposal or to having a baby or whatever. And then what they do is they go into the show and for 3 weeks they live as husband and wife with someone else. So like it's like 8 couples and they exchange partners basically.
Okay, yeah.
So for 3 weeks you're living with someone else and then for 3 weeks you live with your actual partner. And the idea is that living with the other person is meant to like show you what you want out of like a marriage or whatever, show you maybe things you need to grow and develop on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, as you know with these shows, chaos and stuff. Like, it kept really, really, really well.
But the thing is that I thought was different about this one as well because so it's not like Love Island or something or Temptation Island where you're in an island, you're like brought together, they're living on some area all together. You're just living a normal life. So they have a first week where they meet the people, they meet everyone sort of thing. Then you just go to your normal life and you're just living with this person now for 3 weeks, and you're just like still
going to work, still doing normal things,
still going to work, having dinner with this person, go doing food shopping, all that sort of stuff. But you're just living in a Airbnb essentially, and I thought it was an interesting concept. It was more realistic, like more real sort of thing, rather than like Love Island and stuff where they kind of have like just this all fake like everything. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting about it.
But do you know what I've realised, Cam? So in terms of like these, what do you call them? These like reality TV shows, right? I've deeped that Love Island, like all these like finding loved ones. Yeah, I'm not about it. I can't, like all this like, I need to find my person, I want to find happiness, all of that stuff. I'm not about it. I want to see tears. I want to see the happy people. Oh, I'm so in love, like like I love you so much, like you're my person, whatever. I want to see take them, put them in a situation and just destroy them, kill them.
Pure evil.
Nah, because that's what the show more or less like does. Obviously, they're in there like they're all like lovey-dovey, but it's like, oh, I love you so much, but I don't really want to marry you just yet. I still think maybe we need to be more financially stable, blah, blah, blah. And the other person is like, no, I think we're ready now.
Yeah.
And then they go away, have their 3 weeks with this other person, and they come back and they're like, why are you always an arsehole to me? No, because it's like, I've been away from you for 3 weeks. Yeah, and I've lived with this person. This person was treating me a certain type of way, and I come back and I'm thinking like, no, you treat me like I'm a dickhead. It's just, I'm like, yeah, I'm here for the violence. I'm here for it.
It's mad though. Like what is it? Because obviously they in this 3 weeks they meet like friends and family as well. So like one of the guys met like they like the mom, dad, friends, greeting, going like have dinner. Like, I just thought like this is crazy because you've known this person for 2 weeks and then meeting your mom and it's like, and then you've known this person for 3 years and then the dad or one of the girls is like, I really like him. He's better than the other dude who you've been dating for 2 years already. He's a lot better for you. It's like, you barely know, you don't know this guy. She don't know this guy.
Yeah. Strangers to street. But that's what I was saying. I was saying, like, because me and Bez have spoken about it before. I was saying to him, I was like, I could never even fathom bringing like a girl I'd known for a week or two to my parents. Like, like they would never have it. They would never have it. Like, nah, I would never do it, obviously, but they would never have it.
It would be it was so weird.
Yeah, absolutely not. So it's definitely a good show. Like if you want some messy drama, definitely go check out the old Netflix, man.
Yeah, I need to finish it. And then was the ending good? Was it like
so the reunion?
Spoilers.
The reunion almost broke my heart because they were everyone was fully on good vibes. Everyone was I was like, no, this is not what I'm here for.
Too happy.
Everyone, it sounds like everyone found what they needed. And then about halfway through, it broke down. And I was like, yes! This is what I'm here for. It went way off the rails about halfway through. Because like, the reunion is like an hour long. Literally about half an hour. Like everyone is just on good vibes, positivity. Like, yeah, I grew so much. I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about my partner. All this. Like, I think I made the right decision. I made the right choice. Blah, blah, blah. And then, like, about half an hour in, like, you didn't tell me you and her were fucking.
Oh, yeah.
What? Okay, this is what I'm here for. Yeah. There we go.
What? What?
Yeah, that happened as well. So she didn't think Zay and Thingy. They didn't tell her when she asked. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So obviously that's what I'm saying. They're living as husband and wife.
No, but what? No, I'm done with these
Cam,
TV
you see
shows,
like Temptation
man.
Island, right? They were showing like little clips of like each other's partner.
Yeah.
In this, they literally just go out together. Like, so say I'm with your girl and you're with some other dude's girl, for example. We might just buck up somewhere at a club or something and just start chatting out. And the problem with that is, like, say the two girls are talking or whatever, and the girl might just be like, oh yeah, like last night, like me and your man were cuddling in bed. Like, so they're all hearing about what each other's doing. And just through hearing all of that, it's like, oh, okay, if he's doing that, then I'm going to do this with the
These
guy.
people are the worst. These people are terrible. What the hell?
And it gets like, one girl was literally like, if he's comfortable like initiating things, then yeah, I'm going to go initiate things.
Yeah.
And so she did.
Again, all these people are terrible. It's the same with all the people who went on Temptation Island, man.
This is what I think about. Like, who would go on this show? Like, it's just so, like, you take the situation where you're planning on marrying someone, but you can't quite see something with them that you're gonna then just put an axe through it and just
literally just intentionally blow it up.
Yeah, throw a grenade in the middle because it's.
I think this is similar to at least its first season of Temptation Island, where I don't think they fully knew what they were signing up to.
Yeah.
I think anyone who goes on the show now is just because like throughout this season, you do hear them saying like, yeah, like I didn't want to do this. Like this person brought me here. That person brought me here. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. I didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like, but they did all fully engage.
Yeah.
they fully like went full in with that spirit of that situation. Like, yeah.
Okay. Well, did the two like Alexis and Herman and Nate, I think, and the girl, they come back to the reunion?
Lauren and I don't know.
Nate, I want to call him Gareth. Gareth, I think it's Nate.
No, Nate Nate and Lauren and the other blonde chick.
Arnold and Alexis or something like that. Or
Alexis was the girl's name, yeah.
Oh, I see, something on those lines.
Something like that. They were at the reunion.
They were at the reunion, yeah. I'm curious to see what happens with them. That's what I want to see. Especially Nate and Lauren. I want to see what happens there.
That was so dumb. So, alright, this is the last story we'll tell and then we'll move on. Cam, imagine. So, they're all meeting for the first time. And they get to the point where they need to decide like who they're going to partner off with. So there's this one couple who the woman wants to get married but the guy's not ready.
Mm-hmm.
Basically what happens, like people are picking people and he decides that he's not ready to get married, so he just proposes to his girl. Just right then and there. He's like, do you know what? there's no girl here that I want to partner off with. I've deeped that I'm just ready to get married. I'm fine with it. I'm going to propose to her, get married. Cool. Kind of makes sense. It's a bit weird, but kind of makes sense. Cool. Then there's this other couple where the girl doesn't want to have kids, but the guy wants to have kids. So that's their problem in their relationship. But he's spoken to a bunch of the girls and he wanted to partner with them, but they've all been taken off. So now he's panicking. He's panicking, thinking, I'm going to end up with someone I don't want, or I'm just not going to get picked, or whatever.
And she's going to end up with someone who she's probably vibed with.
Yeah. So he literally mouths to one of the remaining girls. He's like, all right, when it's my turn, I'm going to pick you. He literally does that across the table. When it's my turn, I'm picking you. Cool. So then this next guy stands up and goes, okay, I'm picking Lauren, which is his girl. Mm-hmm. And he goes, all right, sorry, I don't want to step on anyone's toes. I don't want to cut anyone off. Lauren, will you marry me? And everyone was like, what? Like, the problem was like, she doesn't want kids, you want kids. Like, how has that been solved? Like, this has, like, nothing's happened. He's like, no. Like, him going to pick her made me realise that I can't do this. I need to marry her. And I'm just like, nah.
It's a mess, but it's good.
Absolute mess, but yeah, that's what we're here for.
But yeah, I haven't been watching anything else though.
That it. So for me, I've been watching that. I've been watching Attack on Titan as well. Started that from the beginning because I don't really remember what happened, and it's really, really interesting to watch again. Once you when you have a kind of understanding of where the story's going, and then you're watching it, you can kind of see like some of the things being foreshadowed as well. Like, what's his name? Rhino and Bertold and the other one.
Annie or Ymir.
No. Is it Rhino and Bertold?
Yeah, they're
Oh, it's Rhino and Bertold. That's it.
Yeah.
So, yes. So Rhino and Bertold and even Annie, you can kind of see that they're not in the gang.
They have that tight energy.
Yeah. And you can kind of see that they have a relationship between each other as well.
Yeah.
And like, so then seeing what happens with that, how, they're the Titans and that, it's like, oh, okay. Like, it's so surprising the first time, but now you're seeing the foreshadowing. You're seeing them like put that forward. It's kind of cool. But other than that, yeah, that's me. What
cool.
about you, Cam?
I've just been. I mean, the main thing I'm watching is this show called Severance. It's on Apple TV or whatever the thing's called, and I feel like there's something else I'm watching, but I can't remember right now. But that's about like basically it's about this procedure that people go through to sever their brain so that they can, when they're inside work, they can't remember things that they do outside of work, and then when they leave, they can't remember what they're doing inside their job.
Okay.
So they're like two different people inside the office and then outside the office, and it's about it's pretty much about the people in the office who are doing this to people seem like kind of bad guys, I don't know. And then there's obviously like a group of people who are like against it, trying to unsever people, or what they call it, reintegration, to connect the two minds back together. That's pretty good. And then I've been playing this game called Celeste, trying to speedrun it,
Trying to speedrun?
Yeah, I started playing it in 2020 and I hadn't touched it, and then I finished it on Tuesday, which took me 11 hours over the course of since 2020 to now.
Okay.
I've played it 3 or 4 more times since then. The second time was 4 hours. The third time was 3 hours. And then just today, before I come here, I beat it in about an hour and 50 minutes, something like that.
Okay. Do you know how fast people are doing it?
Well, people are doing it in 28 minutes.
Oh my God.
So I got
a long way to go.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it really.
Okay, cool. Well, I think we may as well just get out of here then, man.
Cool.
So yeah, like I said earlier, if you follow us on the socials, that's at 5 Letters Podcast. That's the number 5 Letters Podcast, on everything: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, everywhere. But yeah, let's end on this new JME produced by the Bad Boy Silencer, track entitled Matrix Nokia. But yeah, we're out of here, man. Peace.
Let me show you about bars. Matrix Nokia phone, turn sound off. Yeah, fam, it's like that when I'm on Fruit Loops. Upstairs on my own, downstairs, mum's watching cat on the hot tin roof. I hit the road, man, them all chilling with a cat and a hot thin spoon. Now I'm all grown, like big ology day. Man, I might box these shoes, like I control. Weekend or a weekday, man, I like drop these tunes. 15 back drone, visuals on par with tracks, give a shit about views. Man, tear down shows, look fresh right now, get back with mudded up shoes. Got a bad man flow, that's right, rude boy. I sound whack if I spat like you, and that's serious. Lyrics, lyrics, lyrics. Jeez. Turn the bass up. Machino off-key jeans, non-uniform day, yeah. Jamie's pulling up mad. The shit that I've seen bleed out on the pavement outside school, all cash. Rep N17.